Hey, how are you? My name's Tammy Harden, and I'm the unemotional eater. And I just quickly wanted to talk about some of the experience that I've had this week. One of the sadly, I met with somebody this week, and they didn't want to give it up. Every time that I would go to try to just change the relationship a little bit, they didn't want to dodge the food. They just didn't want to give it up. So she looked me in the eye. She said, I'm not willing to go there." And that's sad. And I get that. I've been really slow. I can give really good quick results, but part of that has been my journey's been really slow because I didn't want to give up the food. In my mind, the food was the only thing I had left. If you read anything about my story, I've given up a lot of things in my life. I've given up drugs and alcohol and cigarettes, and I really didn't want to give up the food because it was kind of like the last thing I had. And so I really understood where she was at because she just didn't want to go there. And but the truth, what I know is that if she's willing to walk with me a little bit, it'll be a slow walk, and I'm okay with that. But I can change her life. She's one of those people who, in sharing her story, the food calls her name. And if you've ever heard food call you, for the non-foodie person, like, they look at you like you're crazy when you say that. But for somebody who's a food person, they get that. They know what it is for the food to call their name and for you to do crazy things to get it. Whether that's spend your last dollar or whatever, because the food means so much. It always reminds me when I say that about a girl that I worked with, and part of being a foodie is you eat in your car, you eat in secret, and so I was like, so what do you do with your wrappers? Like, do you have to stop and throw your wrappers away at the gas station? And she was like, her eyes got really big, and she goes, "No, I throw it out the window." And if you know this girl, like, that does not fit within her scope of who she is. Like, I could see her being an activist against littering, but yet her food was so intense and having to get rid of it and keep the lie going that she would go against a core belief. And that's what a foodie looks like. And so, if I always invite you in to get to, hang out with me. Just, hang out with the folks who hang out with me, because we're all about freedom from food. We gotta eat, right? You gotta take the tiger out of the cage 3 times a day and walk him around the block. It's just, I want you to be able to eat in a calm, balanced, and relaxed manner. So we'll talk again soon. Leave your comments and questions below, and I'll see you soon. Blessings.